All right, family, welcome. Come in. All right, another episode of The Fantasy with Sean, John, and Toine. For those who don't know me, I'm John. We got Toine in the middle, my man Sean to the far right, and this is The Fantasy Show with John, Sean, and Toine, or Sean, John, and Toine. All right, guys, please follow our Instagram page for the latest updates. If you have any questions, leave those questions for us in the DM or in the comment section below on this live stream. All right, and then also shout out to Mac behind the scenes doing his thing. It's Nation.
Always shout out It's Nation.
Always. And also, guys, please subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell on the YouTube channel. It's Nation Television. It's Nation TV, right? It's Nation TV. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. We're gonna start uploading our content on This Nation, so please do that. Now, fellas, week 3. Let's get into that. We're gonna get into our matchups, what we did, who won, who lost.
Hey, Reezy, ain't nothing fluke, boy. You took the L, man. I put up the most points this week. Tough matchup. That's all it was. Better luck next time, man.
It's a good game, though.
So
I mean, can't do what he's supposed to do, but it's a good game.
So I guess the loser goes first, right? I mean, I did last week, so I guess I'm gonna go first again here. Disappointing week again, y'all. This is my second loss in a row, and I'm a little bit concerned, you know what I mean? I'm not even gonna lie, I'm concerned. Like,
hey, in fantasy, when you start taking two L's in a row, you like, damn, my team's like some shit.
Early bad weeks. That's like moral victories.
Moral victories. No. Yeah, but we'll go ahead and get into that. But like Watson, it was off week. It was just a bad matchup, man. Like, Toine had Watson on a downgrade last week, and I agree with that. Like, I didn't expect him to go off, but he let me down. I mean, like, I already knew, like, and then then let's go to Clyde. On Sunday night, he did well for me, but it just wasn't enough. I was down by too much. Like, you see the score, 70.6 to 106. Like, I got dog. Like, then also Ty, and then I had Russell Gage in there, man. I thought he was going to do something, but he caught a concussion early in the game, so he was out. Waller let me down after that big week. It was like 20. He had 22 last week. This week, 1.9. Like,
yeah,
it's just
unacceptable.
You see a lot of single digits up there. No double-digit points. Like, and then Mech put me out there on Instagram with the defense. When your defense gives you negative points, it's just not gonna cut it. Like, it's just not gonna work. At least be 0, but like -3. Like, you can't
when you play A-Rod. That's just
and I was confident. I was confident. Like, I was sounding good with the New Orleans defense. Like, after week 1, it looked good. Like,
we're not going to get into that.
After that, it was just.
We're not going to get into that.
It's just downhill from. It was downhill from there. Like,
but don't give up on them. They're going to bounce back. Don't worry.
100%.
100%.
You got your. I'm looking at it like this. Like, you got your bad matchups out the way. Like, you play your. Deshaun Watson and them played Pitt, and then they played Baltimore. Mm-hmm. Two of the top defenses in the league. It's only going to get better from here. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Edwards-Helaire was the guy at the end of that game. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just hang on. I mean, it's a good thing you hung on to your good guys.
Yeah,
hang on to your good guys.
I'm still hopeful. It's still early, but
receivers looking a little bit shaky.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we're not.
We can get into that briefly. You know what I mean, with the trade I made, and I caught a lot of flack off of that in a little group Facebook.
I got 30 seconds for this, real quick. I'm sorry.
All right, I made a trade.
Wait, do y'all remember when? No, not for the trade. Y'all remember when I got clowned about the T.Y. and Stephon Diggs thing? Does anybody know about that?
That's on wax. That's on wax.
That's there.
Hey, Stephon Diggs.
When I got clowned about Stephon Diggs and T.Y. Hilton?
We ain't clown you, though. We didn't clown you.
I did.
It wasn't a clown.
I clowned you on that.
Okay.
I'm not going to say I clowned you.
I would pick
Keenan
verbatim.
I said Keenan Allen over
verbatim.
T.Y. I mean, I said T.Y. over Keenan, and it's not.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Nah, T.Y. over Stephon Diggs.
T.Y. over Steph.
I said T.Y. over Keenan.
No, we're going to see. We're going to see.
We got to go back and look at that.
Trust me, we're going to see. It's on film. It's on film, son. It's on film. T.Y.'s not getting it done. You got to bench that guy.
Yeah.
You got to bench him. Yeah, has gone over 10 points this year.
Yes.
No, he hasn't. But like I said last week, I got to address the wide receiver position. I have to address the wide receiver position. It's just not working out right now. Like, so I got to move forward with T. I mean, I still have a little bit of faith in T.Y., but right now I need a number one guy. And I did make a trade. We don't got to go into that right now. It's going to take up too much time. And then
we'll see how it plays out.
But, yeah, that was my matchup. So, tough loss. Move on from it. On to week 4.
Right. Well, man, we can move on. We can do mine next, Mac.
What y'all want to say? The best for last?
Yeah. I mean, because you scored more points than me by what? 1 point something? What you say? 1 point? Yeah, you got off, nigga. I mean, but it is.
Hey, my man Nate Small said, "Drop the Saints defense, bro."
Yeah, man. 100%. You gotta drop them. But look, I mean, like last week in the fantasy, I mean, I had a good week. I think I had a real good week.
Today was a good day.
Sunday was a real good day. I mean, because you look at it, I mean, Aaron Rodgers and I like to talk about the Sunday nights, like at the end of the, you know what I'm saying, end of my roster. So we're gonna go with Jerick McKinnon. Like I started Jerick McKinnon. I didn't know what I was gonna get. I mean, Jerick McKinnon, he was the bell cow this week, and he gave me 15.2, and he got injured at the start of the 4th. So I mean, I made out there. Robert Woods he's been up and down. The first week he had a good game. Last week he had an okay game, even though he scored last week. But this week he had 18.9. He did his thing, and you're gonna see that. You're gonna see later, like a little bit. In a few seconds, you're going to see that Cooper Kupp did his thing, too.
We had a question about Robert Woods and Mike Evans.
Yeah, we did, but we're going to wait. We're going to wait. Real quick. We're going to wait. Because it's going to, throw it off. We're going to tell when I'm done. So, look, I had Devontae Parker playing on Thursday night against Jacksonville. I wanted him to go off. He didn't drop a touchdown pass, but it was a call to pass interference. He still had 9.4. He looked solid. I like Devontae. I mean, I'm not going to say too much about CH's team. What I will say, though, is I will say that I kind of caught a break this week because he had Julio out and George Kittle out. And to me, that's like 38 to 40 points. Like, that's a lot of points. Like, I mean, that could be the difference between me sweating on Monday night and me going into Monday night up 95 points. Like, I went into Monday night up 95 points. Like, I was really chilling. I was really chilling. Like, yeah, Marquise Brown and Pat Mahomes. No. We're not going to do that. But still, like, you know what I'm saying? Jonnu Smith, as we told y'all, Jonnu Smith continues to put up okay numbers up there. Like, it looks good. Like, Jonnu Smith is involved in that Tennessee offense this year without Delaney Walker. DJ Moore, like I said, 2 catches, 65 yards. They went to him late in the game, too. I'm kind of on the fence about DJ Moore right now. I'm kind of scared there. I'm not gonna lie. Tennessee's defense is no longer on my team, but they're there. They gave me 3 points. Cool got hurt. I don't know. I've never seen a situation where a kicker gets hurt, but he got hurt.
3 points is better than -3.
I mean, yeah. But just like you said, I'm not gonna say I had an easy matchup. I'm gonna say it was unfortunate for my opponent. Like, I mean, we like when we live for fantasy, like even though we be stressing, we be like, damn, like am I gonna win or am I gonna lose? That's the best part of the game. Like, you don't know if you're gonna win or lose. But I mean, but I mean, it don't hurt
every play.
It 100% doesn't hurt when you're going into Monday night up 95. And the last thing I wanted to say is Alvin Kamara, #1 pick.
we gonna hear that all season.
Alvin Kamara. Does anybody see what Alvin Kamara is doing?
It looks like Little League out there.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like,
looks like Little League football.
This is what
man.
Alvin Kamara. A lot of people who had Alvin Kamara last year gave up, and they're like, man, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Alvin Kamara is the guy. I don't know if he's gonna do it. I don't know if, you know. If that's you're drafting him, he's going like 6 or 7 in my league. No, bro, it's a fluke, bro. I'm telling you, he's involved. He gets in the end zone, man. This is a guy that doesn't even. If you pay attention to the Saints games, he doesn't even start the game. Like, he don't even start the game. It don't even matter.
His usage.
It don't matter.
His usage is the same from 2016 and 2018.
It's so
crazy.
Efficient. It's so efficient. Like, he makes the.
It's not like he's getting more carries or more anything. He's just
like I'm gonna shout out my man Trev. Like, Trev hit me and was like, bro, like, Alvin Kamara is so fun to watch. Like, when you watch him, you're just like, bro, like, he relates to us. Like, he even looks like somebody that will hang out with us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's out there having fun. He's out there having fun. Like, they're
Alvin Kamara, if you hear us, come on the show.
I mean, yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, it's a
we'd love to have you.
But I will say that even though he's 20, he's about 27 points ahead of the second place player, which is Aaron Jones. He's like 27 points ahead of Aaron Jones. Meaning, if he doesn't even play in week 4, potentially he's going to be still RB1. But what I will say is that it doesn't hurt that Michael Thomas is not out there. So if anybody does have Alvin Kamara, and I do have Alvin Kamara, I'm not expecting them to average. They got him on ESPN in the half point PPR averaging 31.1. I'm not. Yeah, 30 points. Yeah. He's not going to average 31.1 per game. I'm not even expecting. I want my guy to average 20 a game. That's what I have. It's the first pick. Like, I want to average 20 per game, but I'm getting more than I want.
John Jay,
more than I expected.
On the comments said, and he's Liberian.
Yeah, bro. He's Liberian. But he's the guy, man. He's the guy.
Shout out to the Roots.
He's the guy. Yeah. You gotta shout out. Black Lives Matter. All the time. You already know. I feel you, John Jay. TJ. We're not even about to get into that. Yeah, we good, bro.
Ain't no more to look at that.
No more to look at that. Look at the flukeness. That is just.
We're gonna save the best for last, you know.
Reezy, I'm there with you. Lamar just didn't do what he's supposed to do. Like,
I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
Like,
it's fantasy, yeah.
It's fantasy, like we always say.
It's okay, bro. You know, we're gonna say the best for last. 3-0 team right there. See the roster, and you see why. But we're gonna start with Kyler Murray. Started off a little bit shaky this week. You know, the last 2 weeks he's been looking excellent. This week he came out through 3 interceptions. But he made up with that. He had 2 touchdown passes, but he also rushed for 1. So he still put up 20.9. That's good. Good for a quarterback, you know. In the coming weeks, I want more, but for that week, I'll take it. You know, I still got the win, but 3 interceptions, throwing 3 interceptions, you can't do that. I need better weeks.
Yeah.
Still put up 20 points.
With 3 interceptions and then 20 points, like
that just shows how good he is.
It could have been a.
That just shows how.
But game flow goes different game flow goes different if he throws those tugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, game flow goes.
If he don't throw those picks, like,
yeah,
those could be touchdowns. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel what you're saying, but like, he could put it. What I'm saying is, you take away those 3 picks, he throws touchdowns. They can go to run mode, and it could be the.
But he already got his though. But he already got his.
I mean, I respect that.
I mean, they're playing the Lions. You can't ever just sleep on the Lions because you know.
Yeah, they gave some good weeks, some bad weeks.
And then we got Dalvin Cook. If you watch football and you play fantasy football, I know you've seen my man 39 yards scamper. He looks good. He looks back. He looked like he's back because the first 2 weeks,
yards is crazy.
The first 2 weeks, I was concerned about Dalvin Cook in that Minnesota offense. But this week, 22 carries, 181 yards, touchdown. He did have a fumble, you know. But you're a running back, you're gonna fumble sometimes. So I'll take that from Dalvin Cook. Great week. I need him to keep it up. I think he will. So moving forward, we got Miles Sanders. He didn't have the best game. He had a good game. He had 95 yards rushing. He had over 100 total yards for the past 2 weeks. So he's getting back in form. He's coming back from a hamstring injury that he missed. He missed week 1. So I like what I see from Miles Sanders out there. So I see better weeks from him. I think he'll finish top 10 this year. If you don't believe me, get in the comments, DMs, and show me that you don't believe me. So when it comes and he's top 10, we can go back to that. All right, Adam Thielen. A little bit shaky on Thielen right now. He scored a touchdown this week, but he only had 29 receiving yards. And Justin Jefferson, the rookie, had 175 receiving yards.
But that's not.
I mean, that's not going to happen every week. But I need Adam Thielen to pick it up. I need Kirk Cousins to look his way.
Not on Jefferson.
I don't know. I don't like Jefferson stepping up like that. You know, you need another number 2 guy that's going to take attention off Thielen. But
no,
I don't know.
Thielen put up what? He put 10.8,
10.8. That's not enough.
And that's a low, right? That mean that's his low right there.
Nah, like, yeah, he did worse last week.
He did worse last week.
Yes.
So I would say the front seven. So the front seven is Dalvin Cook. Front seven is Dalvin Cook. The Tennessee front seven. That's my defense. For Tennessee's front seven is not looking like what they're supposed to look like. But their secondary is shifting everything towards Adam Thielen. He still scored a touchdown.
I know, but
the way with double digits points.
It's been 2 weeks in a row where it's been 2 weeks in a row where a rookie out produced Adam Thielen.
But now
more yards and more targets for the last 2 weeks.
Who?
Justin Jefferson over Adam Thielen.
But now the focus is there.
Yeah.
And then things about to happen with D.
I see what you're saying, but I just, it makes you a little nervous.
He gonna get back right. He gonna get back right.
It makes you a little nervous. All right, we're gonna move on to Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp, the Giants
showed out.
The Rams were down 28-3,
and they played Buffalo too. That defense
down 28-3 against Buffalo.
He did that against Buffalo, you know what I mean? But
for a wide receiver, if you don't know in fantasy, for wide receivers, you want your wide receiver to be down early, so they have to play catch up. So you know what they do on catch up? They throw the football, and what is that good for? Your wide receiver.
Mm-hmm. Joe Biden.
So that's what you need for your wide receiver. And that's what I got from Cooper Kupp. They were down 28-3. They were able to fight back into the game and almost won. It took the Bills the last play of the game to win the game. So they came back from 28-3. So that's what you need from your wide receiver. Cooper Kupp had a good game, 9 receptions, 10 targets for 107 yards and a touchdown.
He had a great game.
I'll take that.
Wide out. That's my wide receiver
too.
That's second wide out. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. He's putting a wide receiver. Imagine if Thielen.
I know. I know.
I'm not about to talk about that.
We're gonna move to Mark Andrews. Tough week for Mark. Tough. He had about 4 drops in the game on Monday.
Dropped the TD.
Dropped the TD right in his hands. So, and the last 2 weeks have not been good for Andrews. Last week, he only had 1 reception for 29 yards. This week, he had 3 for 29. So, I'm going to need better production, but Ravens played the Redskins this week, and I expect
he's definitely going to get right against our
Washington football team.
He's definitely going to get right.
I expect a huge week from Mark Andrews.
No slander.
I need him to bounce back. Then we got Jarvis Landry. Hasn't been looking good for Jarvis. My flex play is a little shaky right now. It's been corrected. I mean, I traded for Michael Gallup, but we ain't going to get into that. But for this week, Jarvis Landry, I'm thinking they play in the Redskins, the Washington football team. I'm thinking all right, this is the game for Jarvis. We don't guard the slot well. I'm like, he's going to at least give me a touchdown this week. Some yards, catches. But he let me down. It looked promising in the get-go. The first quarter, he had a couple catches for 30 yards. After that, I think he caught 1 pass in the second half. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, real little bit salty. He said the shit was fluke.
It wasn't fluke, bro.
He said Lamar and DK, fuck them.
It wasn't fluke, bro. It's all good, bro.
Hey, real, man. It's fantasy, man. Like we always say, bro. It's fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but I feel like every player does that. I feel like every player goes. But it's how you bounce back. Yeah, when you need them. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's how you bounce back. And then you see the Indianapolis Colts defense. I took those guys in the 13th round of the draft.
2 pick sixes.
And the only reason I picked them up because their week 1 matchup was great. So I was like, I'm going to pick up the Colts. And now they're every week starter for me. As you can see, put up 27, 2 pick sixes, 3 interceptions. Forced fumble, the safety, that defense is looking good.
I
like it.
Supposed to do against that team.
I like
everybody. If you have a defense playing against the Jets, I would recommend you pick them up.
And any defense going against the Jets.
Who picked up the Rel? Yeah, Rel. This week he picked up the Broncos tomorrow
Broncos
night. Trust me, bro. You looking at double digits, bro.
Yeah.
They're guard. They're looking like. They really look like a high school football team out there. I mean, even I got an update saying Levy coming back week 5. I'm like, I'm not throwing you in there.
Yeah.
You might have to though, son.
Gase is on his way. Gase is on his way out of there. They lose this game.
What it is. I'm not. Nah, man. If Chris Carson don't play, then I'm not throwing him in there. But it's still you can't throw nobody in there. You can't throw nobody in there for the Jets. Even when James and Crowder comes back.
We got CH. Jarvis. Hey, CH, he was your captain for 2 years. If you want him, Send me a trade, man. You can have him. You can have him, man. You want him? Send me something. He can be your captain again.
Yeah, man. You can't do that.
Yeah, but that was my week. 3-0, looking to go 4-0 this week, man.
So,
Looking good.
For the recap, my man P, he 3-0. You know what I'm saying? He sitting in second place. Shout out to Team Brock because the points is there, man. Like, you got a good. If you watch it, man, you got a good squad, bro. I ain't gonna buck him. You got a good squad, but you know what I'm saying. P right there behind you. I'm in third place. John is there.
I'm in the background.
I don't know where John is. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where you are.
Hey, Reezy, yes, Sam Darnold is garbage. They need to get rid of that guy.
Garbage.
When they get rid of the coach, they need to get rid of the quarterback.
Yeah, they need to get rid of Gates. If they don't win this week, he's going to be gone.
Yeah, thank you. I'm with that. Week 5, I need him out of there. I need Gates out of there, bro, for anything to happen with my guy. Yeah. I need anything. I need him to go. He has to go.
Oh man!
All right, y'all. All right.
Hey, yeah. Good fantasy week for me, man. We're gonna move on.
We're gonna move on into our buy sales. Toine got us out of the way with that, so I'm gonna let him run through that list.
All right, man.
Let us know.
We're gonna go into the buy lows for the week 4. If you can, what I would say is, like Joe Mixon. I'm gonna go Joe Mixon, Darrell Henderson, Odell, Mark Andrews, and Leonard Fournette. Joe Mixon. If you're in your league, in my league, the person that has Joe Mixon is not giving up Joe Mixon, so I'm okay with that. I'm content with that. I'm content with that. But in the you know what I'm saying, right. through 3 games, we're going into week 4. Through 3 games, Joe Mixon has 157 total yards and no touchdown.
Total.
I mean, like if you can like offer somebody a high end wide receiver too, somebody like I'll go Robert Woods. Somebody like Robert Woods, then if you have somebody like Robert Woods on your team and you stack that wide out, then you should try to pursue that because somebody's probably like I'm done with Joe Mixon. I don't know what's going on in Cincy's offense. You could probably get him, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Joe Mixon is like. Yeah,
are you talking about trading Robert Woods for Joe Mixon or trading Joe Mixon for Robert Woods?
Trading Robert Woods for Joe Mixon.
Yeah. If you can do that,
you got a high end wide receiver. Too. Don't trade your best guy.
Exactly. If you can do that,
don't trade your best guy.
Robert Woods is playing well.
Don't trade your
great
best
player.
guy.
I would definitely say trade,
but
your wide receiver too.
I agree with that. I definitely think Joe Mixon will get back on track. Mm-hmm. Even last season, he started off slow, and then he picked it up towards the end of the year.
So when they get cold, he's one of them cold running backs. Like when they get cold, you don't want to tackle that guy. You don't want to tackle guys like that.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Him and Derrick Henry, they get started a little bit later.
So that's definitely a good buy low right there.
Yeah, 100%. And then I would say Darrell Henderson. Like Darrell Henderson, the last 2 weeks has looked really good. I talked to the individual that had my man Roche. I'm not gonna say individual. You know what I'm saying? Who? I mean, yeah. But all right.
Are you talking about Joe Mixon?
Joe Mixon, yeah. I mean, but yeah. See, that's why you buy low because he's gonna be the guy. But
exactly.
But, I mean, Darrell Henderson right now. You know what I'm saying? Like Darrell Henderson right now. He had a really good game last week, and I think it's gonna happen. I mean, I even tried to get Darrell Henderson myself for my team, and I mean, he looks good running the football.
I'm trying to pursue him too.
Darrell Henderson looks good running the football, and a lot of people sleep, but he ran the football good against two good defenses.
Nah, two weeks in a row, he ran
against the Bills, and then. Last week, who LA played? Philly's run defense. Yeah, Philly. Even though Philly's a dumpster fire right now, I would say that. You know what I'm saying? Like he ran good against Philly's defense. You know what I'm saying? Cam Akers is banged up, and Malcolm Brown is a goal line specialist, but he's not like Darrell Henderson has proved that he can get into it. So I would say go with Darrell Henderson. If you can get Darrell Henderson for the low right now, you should get him. Mm-hmm. Next player I would say is Odell Beckham Jr. He has 155 total yards and 1 touchdown through 3 games. He's saying that he's content with, I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay like in this run first offense. No, he's not. Go get him because better days are ahead for Odell. Like they hear Odell. Like they know that he's a premier. We're talking about at wide receiver. How I feel about Odell, a lot of people know how I feel about Odell. I think he's a top 5 talent at wide receiver. Like he gets the ball, he can score on any play if he gets the ball. Like he's nice. A lot of people need to go out there. This is the time if you want Odell. If you're hurting at wide receiver 1 or 2, You need to go out there and you need to get Odell back.
It's crazy. We had a trade in our league for Odell.
Yeah, we had a trade in our league for Odell.
Somebody went to go get Odell.
Somebody went and got him. I think it's gonna work out. My man CH. I think it's gonna work out for you, bro. I think it's gonna work out for you. My man P, he got Mark Andrews. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. The last 2 games, he got 4 catches for 51 yards. Where he was drafted, every owner that has Mark Andrews, they expect more production out of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he's struggling right now with drops. I mean, we seen that on Monday night on prime time. He's
struggling.
Michael Gallup.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's on there, and you're gonna know why. But yeah, Mark Andrews. I mean, he's struggling with drops right now, but it's going to pick up. That's why you need to get him now after that terrible game. Like, terrible game. Hey Mac, I gotta go on you real quick. You spell Sels low, but you spell Sels wrong. But the next thing I would say is Leonard Fournette. Hey, my man Leonard Fournette had 7 carries for 15 yards last week.
7 for 15.
7 for 15. That's not what you want. A lot of people out there in fantasy, they started Leonard Fournette. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are furious. I mean, a lot of people are like, what the hell, man? What the hell? But if you look at the schedule for Tampa Bay, it's gonna open up. Like a lot of they're gonna get a lot of players back soon. If you got a spot on your roster where you're like, look, I can unload a couple players and I can get Leonard Fournette. Like, trust me, in the long run, he's better than Ronald Jones. He's gonna overtake that spot.
What would you be willing to give up
for Leonard Fournette? Probably like a wide receiver too, not a high end wide receiver too. Yeah. So if you want to give an example for as like a player, kind of on the fence. I'm trying to think of somebody that's like you know what I'm saying, middle of the pack. I can't really right now. It depends on what teams need. See, like, a lot of players be like, if you can flip this, if you can flip that. But fantasy really like, if you're trading with the guy that has Leonard Fournette, you have to evaluate his team and see what he needs, and see what you can give up. What you can give up to get that guy. But I really think that in the long run, when you need Leonard Fournette, just like Joe Mixon, you're not gonna want to tackle Leonard Fournette when it gets cold. And like on those away games, because he plays in Tampa, it's not really too cold, but it does mean something. That's why Derrick Henry always balls from week they play 9 to 16, 17. Like, he always balls. Now, if we move on to our sell highs, I would say Allen Lazard. And the reason why I would say Allen Lazard is because he had a huge game on Sunday night. But what people don't understand is that, he's A-Rod's #1 target on Sunday night against the New Orleans Saints, and it looks good, and everything looks peachy. He's the man. That's minus Devontae Adams, who I think is probably going to finish at wide receiver 2. I mean, wide receiver 1 now that Michael Thomas hasn't played for the past like 2-3 games. But I think that shut it down. But I think that Allen Lazard is a sell high product right now. I don't think that he keeps that up when Devontae Adams comes into the lineup, because everybody knows that Devontae Adams is Aaron Rodgers' favorite target. James Robinson ate in a game where if people don't understand that James Robinson had 11 carries for 46 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's unsustainable. That's unsustainable. He had 6 catches for 83 yards. People forget that they have Chris Thompson there for the passing game. Like, he's there to. Chris Thompson was signed specifically to catch passes out the backfield, and this individual caught 6 catches for 83 yards. You know what I'm saying? It's unsustainable.
I don't think
Jaguars are a dumpster fire. Like, they're not gonna be in a lot of games to where like we're gonna be throwing James Robinson the ball. Nah, man, I'm good on that. Another player that I would say is Michael Gallup. Like, Michael Gallup, he had a big game versus Seattle, but what people see is the numbers. People see that Michael Gallup has 6 catches, like 143 yards and a touchdown. 138, right? Yep, Seattle defense is 32nd pass defense in the league. They're not playing Seattle defense every week.
Hold on.
Michael Gallup has not proven that he's better than CeeDee Lamb.
I got a stat for you. So
He hasn't. You can give me your stat.
You're talking about Seattle's defense, right?
Yes.
You want to hear the next 5 games that he plays?
Yeah.
The next 5 teams that Gallup plays. Cleveland Browns.
All right.
New York Giants.
All right.
Arizona Cardinals.
All right.
Washington Redskins.
Okay.
And the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
Those are all defenses that are beatable.
What I'm saying? Yeah. And you don't think CeeDee Lamb is going to beat them? That's what I'm saying. Like,
what do you mean they're all going to beat them? That can throw for 300-400 yards out here.
That's throwing for like 400 yards.
A beatable defense. What did Michael Gallup do against the Falcons? A terrible pass defense. 2 catches for 53 yards, right?
Yeah, but
he was
now he's trending in the right direction now.
He's trending in the right direction.
Against the worst pass defense in the league.
Yeah, now he plays 5 of the worst pass defenses.
And so does CeeDee Lamb.
What do you mean?
And so does CeeDee Lamb, the better player. That's what I'm saying. First round pick.
So you think
I think CeeDee Lamb.
those next 4 games, you think CeeDee Lamb scores more than
Michael Gallup?
Fantasy?
Yes.
You really think
Average.
that?
Yes.
Do you believe that, or because you?
This is the first.
Do
game.
you believe
this
that?
Is the first game he went off.
And when that CeeDee Lamb went off?
The game. When did Michael Gallup go off?
Last week.
Just last week.
But when that CeeDee Lamb went, I have not seen one game for CeeDee Lamb that I'm like.
CeeDee Lamb has been more consistent than
What you
Michael
mean?
Gallup
But
this
he-
year. Come
he
on,
hasn't
man.
gone
Everybody's
off.
going to have their one game.
Brandon
Ayuk went off for 21 yards last week. So 21 points last week. So what do you say?
But he got a different way.
Versus
Brandon Ayuk scored on a reverse.
Cedric Wilson went off against Seattle. So what are you saying? He's a bum. He's a bum.
But now he's a bum.
Who's Cedric Wilson? Who's Cedric Wilson? Who's Cedric Wilson? Bruh, Cedric Wilson is a bum. I didn't say Gallup was a bum. I said Cedric Wilson.
But
what did CeeDee Lamb do against
Who's
Seattle?
Cedric Wilson?
Exactly.
What did CeeDee Lamb do against Seattle?
He got keyed on.
What do you mean he got keyed on?
5 receptions
If
for
you're playing-
65
if
yards.
you come into a game and a player's not doing that much, that's how we can go back to Alan Lazard there. Devontae Adams.
You cannot go back to Alan Lazard because Michael Gallup had 1,100
played in those first 2 games, and people are keying on Devontae Adams.
Come on, Michael-
You're not keying on Alan Lazard. So if he goes off,
You cannot compare Alan Lazard to Michael Gallup. Gallup had 1,100 yards in 14 games last year.
So can I compare
You
Cedric
cannot
Wilson's
compare-
last game to him because he had 107 receiving yards?
because Gallup had 1,100 yards last
You
year.
see how Michael Gallup got those yards? He got like 40 yards on one pass play off of somebody's helmet.
That's what he does.
Is that going to happen off somebody's helmet?
No, I'm saying he catches deep passes though.
That's what he does?
Okay, chill.
Come on, bro.
yeah,
Get out of here, son.
right.
We're not about to talk about that no more. We're done with Michael Gallup.
All right.
The next thing we're about to go to
Like-
is Justin Jefferson. And
Read the comments.
right now, what I would say is sell high on Justin Jefferson because I think that the Minnesota passing offense runs through Adam Thielen. Like it runs through Adam Thielen. Like I mean, every game Justin Jefferson is not going to be targeted 9 times, and Tennessee's defense is struggling. Like it's struggling. Like I mean,
John, settle
really,
down.
It really didn't do too much for me. You know what I'm saying? Until we see Justin Jefferson do this consistently. Like you have to see a rookie do this time over time for you to start him. Like someone that's heard like, oh yeah, I got Justin Jefferson. I'm putting Jefferson in there because he had a big game last week and he scored big touchdowns, caught big passes. But a lot of times that defense is like, all right, Adam Thielen. Look, we need somebody else to beat us, and that guy was Justin Jefferson. Like they're not going to let Adam Thielen beat him, but now that Justin Jefferson is a factor now, it's like, all right, we got to key on this guy too. Adam Thielen is beating 90% of the corners one-on-one. I think that the passing game in Minnesota runs through Adam Thielen. And that's what it is.
I gotta see 2 of the guys up there that you got up there for the sell high are 2 guys you traded. Or is that a biased opinion?
It's not. It's I'm like you, but you're sitting here acting like I'm not giving a reason why. It's like you're just saying like I'm just saying like Michael Gallup is a sell high. All right, next. Like no, I'm giving you my opinion. I'm giving you my opinion. Like Todd Gurley, he finally looked like God. He finally looked like Todd Gurley last week. But still not quite there. And people forget that Brian Hill, the backup running back for the fucking Falcons, for the Falcons last week, had 9 carries and a tug. Like, he had
like a 40-yard tug. He's not good. That's probably his last 40-yard tug of his career, boy.
Here's the thing.
Talk about
Todd Gurley had 14 carries and Brian Hill had 9. What are you saying? That's 23 total rushes?
How many
per game?
How many catches?
They run the ball. How many touches? Pass the ball.
How many touches?
They pass the ball. He has 1 to Todd Gurley's 2. So what are you saying?
All right.
Like I'm not saying that's 1 less. They think that they're Todd Gurley's on a low management. Yeah, it looked great. It looked great.
I agree with.
I got rid of Todd Gurley. I got rid of Todd. No,
I agree with Todd Gurley.
Here's the thing. I got rid of Todd Gurley before that even happened.
I got rid of Todd Gurley when I was in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, chilling. So what are we talking about? Like before the game, before the game. Like I got rid of Todd Gurley before the game. I didn't expect him to do that, but he did that. He looked good. 14 carries for what? 80 yards. He averaged like 5 yards per carry. It looked good. Hopefully Todd Gurley proves me wrong. Hopefully Todd Gurley does good. But Brian Hill is lurking. If they give this guy 3 carries per game, they give this guy 3 carries week 1 and week 2, and then they gave him 9. That's a big difference. Todd Gurley had 21 carries against Dallas. He had 14. That's 7 less against who? The Bears? Come on, bro.
Don't sleep on the Bears.
I'm sleeping on the Bears.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the Bears defense.
I will sleep on.
I got the Bears defense. Like, I'm not
sleep on the Bears defense.
I'm not understanding. What I'm saying is, right now is the time. If you can get Todd Gurley right now for an owner that's panicking. Or somebody like I got Chris Godwin for Todd Gurley. He got hurt last week. Still, like, I got Chris Godwin like for the rest of the year over Todd Gurley. Like and this is not about me. Like, oh, I need a running back.
Shots fired, Steven. Shots fired, Steven.
This is about like for team. Like, but no, it's not shots fired because Steven, you needed a running back, bro, and you got a running back. Hopefully he pans out, but I don't think he is. Like he fooled me week 1, then week 2. Against Dallas in a high-scoring game, he didn't even score a touchdown.
Come on, it happens.
Like you don't want it to happen.
Yeah, just because it's like it's not supposed to, bro. But everybody has that fantasy day where the offense that your player plays and puts up 400 yards, and he gets none of that.
Exactly.
It happens.
Dak Prescott throwing for 450 yards and Michael Gallup getting 53.
Exactly. It happens.
It happens.
It happens, bro.
What about week 1? What about week 1?
It happens.
Against the Los Angeles Rams. CeeDee Lamb. Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper got like 12 targets week 1. Michael
Why
Gallup.
are we talking about Amari Cooper?
Why
are we talking about Amari Cooper?
Because
we talking about CeeDee Lamb and Gallup. Why would you mention Amari? We know Amari Cooper's the number 1 guy over there. We're not talking about Amari Cooper.
Okay.
Don't mention his target.
Okay. All right. CeeDee Lamb got more targets than Michael Gallup that week 2, did he not? Week 1?
I don't know. I didn't have Gallup in, so I wasn't paying attention.
But you have him now.
I wasn't paying attention.
You have him now. I know everything about Latavius Murray. And I have him now.
I got Michael Gallup for Latavius Murray.
I have him now.
I'm never going to use Latavius Murray.
I didn't have him. I'm never going to use Michael Gallup.
Okay.
Then what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? We're just yelling at this point.
You said I knew nothing about Gallup.
Right.
Like
y'all see the buy lows,
really
the sell highs.
Man,
I mean, it is what it is, bro.
So
man,
overall, I like the buy low, sell high list. That's it. I mean, all those
are facts. They're facts. Those are facts. Those are facts. Those are facts.
With it most definitely.
Those are facts, bro. Those are facts, bro.
But yeah, let's get into the the stardoms of the week. The first guy I got up here is Gardner Minshew going up against the Cincinnati Bengals.
He's not the man.
Gardner Minshew, he had an off week this past week, but I feel like he picks it back up, and and the Cincinnati's defense is not great, so I think we all can agree on that.
Gardner Minshew, yeah, I would start Gardner Minshew this week, but
not if I had.
Only if I had to. If I was streaming quarterback,
if you're streaming quarterbacks, then yeah.
But yeah, he's a good start. He's a good start this week. He's a good start this week.
And then you got Jared Goff against the Giants. We know how the Giants. I mean, Jared Goff has been doing well. Like even with we was talking about, we mentioned it earlier with the Buffalo Bills, and he had a solid game. But like I said, the game script, he had to come back, so he was throwing the ball.
You already know, Reezy.
He was throwing the ball a lot, so he was throwing the ball a lot. So yeah, so this week going against the Giants, they're just. It's all bad over there. So.
It's all bad with the New York Giants. So
yeah.
You got Jared Goff. I mean, unless you got, like a Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott, or a top guy, Russell Wilson, all those guys, start Jared Goff. Like, start anybody against the Giants. Like,
anybody
it's
against
not looking
the
good
Giants.
over there.
Then we'll go to Melvin Gordon against the Jets. I'm iffy with it, but with the matchup, it's the Jets.
No, definitely start Melvin.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon. I mean, but Lindsey's supposedly supposed to be coming back this week.
Lindsey is done, man.
But there's going to be some carries taken away from him. I mean, but I'm going with Melvin Gordon. That's why I got him in the stardom. Like, he should have a good week. James Robinson, the buy low that that Toine had. No, it was sell high that he had. James Robinson is going to be a solid guy going against Cincinnati as well. Robert Woods, Giants. We mentioned Jared Goff. He's got to throw the ball to somebody. Robert Woods is going to be one of those guys. So,
Throw Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp. He's on the list as well. So yeah, it's like, yeah, all right. Cooper Kupp. Yeah, I know you want to talk about it, but
Nah, I ain't gonna talk about Cooper Kupp. But you know, Cooper Kupp against the Giants. He's going. Yes. Oh, he's starting every week. Cooper Kupp this week. If you got Cooper Kupp against the Giants, or even if you got Robert Woods, also you start those guys because I feel like it's going to be a lot of yards put up for the Rams and a lot of scoring. So if you got Cooper Kupp or Robert Woods, you start them this week for sure.
Then also Will Fuller going against Minnesota. We know how bad Minnesota's defense is. That's going to be. I feel like that game is going to be a high fantasy point getting game with Will Fuller and then Adam Thielen on there as well. That's a juicy matchup to me. I feel like that's going to be where the most fantasy points come from out of that game. It's going to be a high scoring game. Adam Thielen, he's going to bounce back. George Kittle, we just got news that he practiced today, so he's going to play versus Philly. So George Kittle will be back in the mix. Even though Mullins is out there throwing the ball, I think he's going to be able to get him the rock. Mark Andrews, I feel like he bounces back. Tyler Higbee, like we mentioned, with the Rams going against the Giants. That's anybody going against the Giants. All of your big time players in that game, you're gonna play them. And then I got at the bottom, you got Baltimore going against Washington. Haskins, I don't know what's going on there, like with Haskins. I mean,
it's not even just Haskins.
It's the whole football team. It's like it's going to be a shit show out there.
Good.
Yeah.
On offense, we don't look good.
Yeah, but then Haskins, I mean, him staring down receivers is just
we don't look good, bro.
It's not going to be good.
So you got Baltimore's defense.
Yeah, Baltimore's going to be up in that game. I want to say they got a 13.5 point.
Yeah.
I mean,
while we're here with the Redskins, how many games y'all think we win this year?
I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say we won 3 games.
I feel like
we got a tough schedule.
I wouldn't say 3.
Yeah.
Week 1 that we came back.
You think we win 3 games?
I won't say that.
We got a tough schedule.
Because I'll give it.
Win 3 games.
We played the AFC East and the NFC West. We're losing all those games.
I'll give us 2 games.
We already lost to the Browns. Like
Browns 2-1.
Cincy, I don't know if we can even beat Cincinnati. We can't beat teams like that. Why do you think we're going to win
I'll give us more than 3 games. I think we get the Giants twice. Get the Giants twice. I think we get Philly twice. That's 4 right there.
We're not going to get Philly twice. We're not.
We already got them once.
Already got them once. Yeah.
Giants, we don't.
But you see how we had to win that one.
Okay, so the Giants. You think the only team we beat the Giants twice?
I mean, I don't know if we even beat the Giants twice. Like, what do you mean? We have no guaranteed wins this year. For the Redskins, nothing's like
The Eagles wasn't a fucking guaranteed win.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
and we beat them.
I'm gonna say it on the air right now. The Eagles win was fluke. It was fluke. And the Redskins have showed that over the last 2 weeks that win was fluke. Come on, man.
I like our chances in the division. Like, I feel like we still got a chance.
You like our chances?
I still think we got a chance to win the division. My opinion, like, even like Dallas ain't looking good.
Bet the money, Reezy. Bet the money, Reezy.
So you a bet that it's actually looking good?
Bet the money on what? Like 6 wins?
Reezy said 6 wins for the Washington football team. I guarantee. I would bet you money they lose 5 or more games. You get 6 or more, I got 5 or more.
You mean that they win?
5 or less.
So 5 or less. They lose, I got to feel it. They'll win 5 or less games. I would bet money on that.
I'll bet that.
What we betting?
Bet a dub.
Bet a dub. 5 or less. Come on. Redskins are not winning 6 games. Where do y'all see us winning 6 games?
When did you see us beating the Eagles?
What games do y'all see us winning?
What are you saying? Are you a fan? What are you saying?
Oh, so you
think we gonna beat the Eagles? Did you think we was gonna come back from 17-0? Did you? Like, no.
you want me to think like a fan right now? I'm thinking like I'm being real. And
I'm being real too.
we're not gonna win 6 games.
Defense is a big part of these games.
We're not gonna win 6 games.
We're not gonna play Kyler Murray every single week. We're not gonna play people that have
We play
Kareem Hunt.
Baker.
We're not gonna play Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb every week.
Look at the schedule.
We're gonna
All right,
play the Giants twice.
Look at the schedule.
All right, look. All right. Baltimore, I'll say that's an L.
L.
All right. The Rams, I'll say that's an L. Giants, I think we get that.
Okay.
Dallas,
L.
L. Then we want to buy. Then the Giants again.
Okay.
And then Detroit.
Detroit.
L.
Oh, automatic L for Detroit.
Cincinnati.
Get the fuck outta here,
we don't
bruh.
beat Cincinnati.
What are you talking?
Who knows?
So you saying that's an automatic L for Detroit? Automatic L.
I'm not saying it's
Cincinnati is
automatic.
Where's the threat?
But I
run game,
bet they're favorite to win that game.
It doesn't matter who's favored to win
That's
the game.
all-
You're going off Vegas?
No, I'm going off what I think.
Who was favored to win the
But
Eagles game?
you're saying it's a guaranteed loss? No, I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but they're going to be favored.
Of course you want it to be an L.
Like-
you just bet against the fucking Washington football.
Why wouldn't I?
You just bet against
When have they ever won anyone any money?
You're gonna think all those games. You're gonna think all
What
those
do you
games are
mean?
an L.
You don't bet with your heart.
You think we lose to Carolina?
Carolina's in there.
Yes.
I
McCaffrey will probably be back then.
He will.
Oh yeah, and they're gonna dice us up, boy.
That one player.
Rel said the Redskins won 3 games last year, and they're 10 times better this year.
10 times better this year, Reezy. I mean,
They're better than what this guy
I
thinks
know
they
you
are.
guys are.
You think our
I know you
defense-
guys are fans.
Where do you think our defense is?
You guys are speaking like fans.
Where do you think our defense is?
You guys are speaking like fans, man.
And you're not speaking like a fan. Like to no extent. You're not even being a realist right now.
I'm not being a realist. If you look up anybody that watches sports and do football, no one has us winning 6 games. Not one person. Unless you're a Redskins fan. Only Redskins fans thinks we're going to win 6 games. That's it. Look around. No one has us winning 6. They have us being top 3 in the draft.
That's what you
everybody.
What everybody else thinks, right?
No.
Then why do you care about what everybody else thinks? Do you know football?
I'm going off what I think.
So you know football, right?
Yes, and I
All
think
right,
we are not going to win 6 games.
Bet. Then that's what
Y'all
it is.
made-
We're not going to win 6 games.
Y'all
There's
made the
nothing else to
bet.
talk
Let's
about.
move
Right.
on.
That's what you think.
Let's
That's what you
move
think.
on.
Let's
to
please move on.
No, they're not, Reezy.
That's what you think.
We're not going to win 6 games. Who are we going to beat?
6 games?
Who are we going to beat?
You think we're gonna go 3-13?
Like, the only team that I see is beating us is Giants.
come on.
Let's
bruh.
move on, y'all.
All right.
Let's
Respectful
move
fan
on.
I ever seen.
Now you want me to be a fan.
we're
I'm
gonna
not
get
gonna be a
into
fan
our
right now.
I didn't say you think we're gonna go 10-6, 9-7, 8-8,
6 and
7
10?
9. I didn't even say we were gonna go 7 and 9.
I think we're going to go 6 and 10.
You don't think we can go 6? You don't think we can go 6
4
and
and
10?
12.
Because of what you've seen. Because of what you've seen, you don't think we can go 6 and 10. You don't think the Bucks? What do you think the Bucks are gonna
We
be?
have no weapons, bruh. Terry McLaurin is the
And
only
we
guy we
still
have.
beat the Eagles. So what are you saying?
Let's move on, y'all.
All right,
no weapons.
we're going to move on to the Sit-Ems.
Let's move on, y'all.
We're going to move on to the Sit-Ems.
Exactly.
Hey, y'all know how we feel about our Washington football.
We're going to move on to the Sit-Ems,
Like,
man.
it gets,
You know
like,
how
it gets,
I feel about
it
our
gets
Washington
intense
team.
when we
You know
talk
how
about
I
our
feel
team.
too.
But let's move on, y'all, to our Sit-Ems. And the one at the top of the list, Ben Roethlisberger, going against the Tennessee Titans. I feel like with it being Ben Roethlisberger, he's gonna have a solid game, but I don't think he goes all for you. I mean, I think Ben Roethlisberger going to get Tennessee. I'm not gonna sleep on their defense. I think Tennessee got a solid
I
defense.
100% disagree.
Why is that?
Because I've had them for the past 2 weeks and I've seen the mediocre offenses go off against Tennessee's defense.
So
I
you
plugged them
think?
in.
So you think Roethlisberger would be like a stardom, leaning more toward the stardom side?
Well, yeah.
Start him.
Like,
I wouldn't
to
say
where-
that.
What did Kirk Cousins have last week? Justin Jefferson.
I don't know what Kirk Cousins
What did Justin Jefferson have last week? A great game against the Tennessee
That's a
defense.
receipt. What did Kirk have?
You tell me.
That's the question.
He didn't throw no picks because the Tennessee defense didn't have no picks.
But Big Ben,
19.4.
what has Big
That's
Ben
20 points.
He threw 2
what
picks.
He threw 2 picks. He threw 2 picks. And the Tennessee defense had 3. Going against who? Kirk?
Okay,
I think that Pittsburgh offense is better than theirs.
But Big Ben has been average at best. I mean, he went against Houston and only gave you 18 points. and that's a bad. Houston's defense is worse than Tennessee.
You would say that because who did Houston's defense play?
Who did they play?
Who did Houston defense play? Baltimore and Pitt.
Yeah. Okay, but what I'm saying, I'm talking about Ben Roethlisberger though. I'm talking about shouldn't have Ben Roethlisberger done more than what he did in that game?
Who did Big Ben play so far?
He played the Giants.
What do you have?
21.9.
All right, he's supposed to
played Denver 17.8.
Denver's defense is all right.
Then Houston 18.7.
Okay.
You don't feel like he should have had more than that versus Houston?
Houston's defense not looking too shabby.
Would you say that?
But James Conner had like 100+ rushing yards.
Would you say that Houston's
about game script?
Houston's defense,
and people not running the ball really on Tennessee. I mean, they are actually because he had 181 yards last week. So you can say that. So I mean, I can see why you're saying he's a sit him, but I wouldn't say sit him. I would put him in the middle of the pack.
All right,
I won't put that guy on there.
Moving forward, Derek Carr going against Buffalo. Don't like that at all. Derek Carr's missing a lot of his wide receivers. Only guy I'm seeing out there that he's throwing to is Waller in this game.
Renfro.
Yeah, but you already know it's gonna be on Renfro.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, like it's not looking good for them. Antonio Gibson at running back. I still need to see more carry. He's not getting the carry. I feel like if he gets more carries, he could have a better stat line moving forward. But he's going against Baltimore. It's not the week for that. It's not. He's not. He's not going to be that guy this week. Adrian Peterson going against New Orleans. I don't know what Detroit got going on over there. You see Carry-On in there here, and then you see AP. then you're talking about Swift. I mean, Swift is taking a back seat now. Adrian Peterson's taking. He's the main guy. He had like I want to say 20 carries last game. So, but going against New Orleans, I just don't. I see them being down early and having to throw the ball. And Adrian Peterson's really not out there in those passing situations, so you'll probably see Carry-On or Swift out there with them being down. So I don't like that. I would steer away from Adrian Peterson. John Brown going against Vegas. I'm not liking that. I think Josh Allen. He's a good quarterback. Josh Allen has been playing well, but John Brown has not been involved.
He hasn't.
He hasn't been involved.
I think he's banged up too.
He is. I don't know if he might not even play this week.
Yeah, I think John Brown might be like trending towards being out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I saw that.
If he plays, then you sit him. I mean, if he don't play, you sit him as well. I mean, you sit. So DJ Moore, Toine touched on DJ Moore earlier. He was concerned about that. He's going against Arizona. You can't sleep on Patrick Peterson. I think Patrick Peterson is gonna shut that down. Ty, that's my guy. It hurts me to put him on this list, but I'm not liking him this week, man. I'm kind of forced to start him this week, but if I could, I would sit him.
Not really.
I mean, I could put
it. You got somebody coming in.
Yeah, I got somebody coming in if he plays.
That's that much better than him.
If
he could be the sacrificeable.
Yeah. But yeah, Ty.
He could be the sacrifice. Like, you gotta let him go.
Yeah, but Ty, I gotta sit him, man. Like he's Chicago's defense is not a bad defense. I feel like they're still playing. They're still all right. They still all right. So him going with Ty, last game he only had three receptions. So Phillip Rivers is not really looking his way right now, which I don't understand. Even with the injuries, he's not looking his way. I want to say Mo Alley Cox was getting more targets than Ty. I didn't get that. So
a lot of that just shows the strength of Phillip Rivers' arm right now. I mean, he's checking it down.
I can't make it. I can't throw it that far.
Yeah, like Ty, you've outran the arm.
Sorry, son.
It might not even be his fault, but I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, and then Ty, then also Ty's grandmother came out and said, I don't know what my grandson's doing out there. So your grandmother said something about you.
Hey, you know something wrong, son.
Something wrong. Like, your grandmother, your grandmother come out and say, I don't know who I'm seeing out there. That's a problem.
He about to turn it up, though. Grandma
he might have to turn it up. But I mean, I'm sitting. I mean, he's a sit him this week. Evan Ingram, it's just New York Giants is all over the place out there.
It's just his team. It's not even about Evan Ingram. It's his team.
It's the team.
Giants, man.
Jimmy Graham, don't believe the hype. He had 2 touchdowns last week. I'm not buying it. I got to see another week or two of that.
It's 3 on a year, boy.
So I'm not. So
A week or two of that.
hey,
3 touchdowns in 3 weeks. Like
Hey.
I'm not saying like that's wrong. I'm just saying. I mean, the Colts defense is solid. That's why.
yeah, and it's going. And then that's the other thing. He's going against the Colts defense. So I'm sitting him this week. Logan Thomas against Baltimore. Hell no. Hell no. Then
Hey, Baltimore coming in mad.
But why? But why?
Don't start
But why?
nobody against
Why?
Baltimore.
Why? What?
If you got McLaurin, look for other options to start this week. I'm telling you.
Why?
Team Brock, look for other options to start this week.
I mean, they're
Why?
gonna be
They
down.
about to lock that
They gonna be
shit down.
They has to go
I'm
have to
telling you,
throw the
bruh.
ball.
It's going to be a shit show. Baltimore and Redskins is going to be
Bro,
a
Pat
shit
Mahomes
show.
threw 5 touchdowns against them.
Who?
Mahomes.
I mean,
Oh, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
I understand.
Come on.
I
All right,
understand. I understand.
whoa,
I mean, Logan Thomas should be Logan Thomas should be a sit 'em, but like, who's Baltimore safeties? Who's gonna be guarding Logan?
Sit Logan Thomas.
Who's gonna be guarding Logan Thomas?
Come on, man.
We don't
I'm not-
know.
We don't.
We don't know.
But I don't.
They have to throw the ball to
I
somebody.
don't trust Haskins to go in there and get him the ball. Like, with,
No, I'm not.
then they're
I'm
going to
not
be.
saying-
They're definitely going to be down. So will he have those opportunities? Possibly. I don't know if they're going to run. They're going to run 3 wide receiver sets, but they down or what? If Tom's going to be out there, we don't know. But I wouldn't go out and pick him up and start him
of course.
this week. Then the defenses. Houston, we already said that's going to be a shootout. I don't like that defense at all. Seattle going against Miami. People can sleep on Miami if they want. Miami's putting up points, and I think that could be a potential. That Seattle's going to win the game.
You're easy.
Yeah, Seattle's going to win that game. They're
Seattle
going to.
can't guard nobody though.
Hey, Reezy. Hey, I know you don't bench McLaurin. You don't
So-
bench.
Can't guard nobody.
So people can look at Miami and say, "Oh, that's Miami." They're not, but Miami. I mean, they're moving the ball offensively. Like I see them putting up some points in that game. So I would definitely sit Seattle's defense with that. And then we're not sure with Adams. Is Adams going to play? Because I know he got hurt. So if he's not out there, then that's a bigger issue.
Adams is not playing this week.
See, so that's
Jamal Adams not playing.
yeah, Jamal Adams. So that's even
I mean,
more of an issue.
Seattle's defense is already ass cheeks. So start any receiver against Seattle. Like, straight up. Like, they've been giving up hella yards.
Like Devontae Adams, Devontae Parker. I like Devontae Parker this week too. So if you got Devontae Parker, I would start him against Seattle for sure.
1000%.
Yeah, I know you agree with that.
He's in there.
But yeah, that's
You gotta
our
start
that's,
Devontae Parker.
that's our sit-ems. that's our sit-ems for the week. And is there anything we got to touch on? Any questions on Facebook?
I'm gonna introduce a new little segment.
All right.
It's called Fingers Crossed. Who do you got on your lineup that like you're hoping kind of like turns up for you? Like what matchup in your starting lineup right now are you kind of like iffy-est about? Like,
And if you're out there, you're hearing this, fingers crossed, if you got somebody in your lineup that you like, I don't know about this guy, put it in the comments and let us know who you got. But I mean, my fingers crossed, my lineup my lineup is so good that I really don't got that. I'm about to get Michael Gallup. So Michael Gallup will be my fingers crossed. Like, you never know with Michael Gallup. Like Toine said, I agree. They got CeeDee Lamb, Mark Cooper. You don't know, but I like Gallup. Especially over Jarvis Landry at the flex. He's a flex play. Great flex play. So I'm going to cross my fingers. Who the Cowboys? They play the Browns this week. So I can see some good production out of there.
like Twan's point, like you don't know who's going to get
Yeah. But Gallup is going to get the rock. But I got my fingers crossed for Gallup.
I mean, mine. I'll go to Ty. That's what I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I'm not.
There's no way you about to start that guy.
Hey, we appreciate that, bro. We appreciate that, Reese.
Right now, currently, he's in my lineup. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed with him. Like he's let me down the past 3 weeks, but I'm still trying to be hopeful with that. Hopefully,
Don't say that.
Hopefully, Ty's grandmother got to him and he steps up. And he steps up and he has to
My
get.
guy's 100%. It's 100%. I mean, my guy's DJ Moore. Like, I mean, I could say like my RBs. I got like, okay, so I got like 2 spots where I could cross my fingers. But I mean, just like John touched on the Sit Ems, like I got DJ Moore. You're gonna see a lot of Pat Pete out there. I mean, Pat Pete is top. It's an upper echelon corner in the league. Like he's gonna shut it down. It's like, but I just pray that there's some garb there.
Hey, that's all you can do, dog. I feel you.
Like, throw him in there.
But you got to start him.
Hey, like, over who?
It's a player
who's going in there? Who's going in there? Over DJ Moore. Like I mean, but he has to go in there.
He has to go in there. He's a talented guy.
I hope DJ Moore gets it done.
Somebody who started against Pat Pete last week went off, but you said not to start.
Oh, Arizona. Who played who?
Probably Terry McLaurin.
No, not Terry.
Nah. They played Detroit last week.
They played Detroit.
Oh, wait, last week
Nobody.
Detroit.
Galladay
got that touchdown, but
he ain't have
he didn't go off. He didn't go off, but
He put up fantasy numbers.
He put up solid numbers. He had like 57 yards in the tug.
11 points.
Plus the catches, he probably had like 14.
14 points. Like if your boy DJ Moore gives you 14 points against Patrick Peterson.
If he put a 4 catches for 57 yards of touchdown against Pat Pete, he's putting up 8 catches, 104, 2 touchdowns versus anybody. Double all those numbers, nigga. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
He gave you something as opposed to nothing.
He did give you something opposed to
He
nothing.
did.
I didn't expect. I mean, when I say sit him, it's not like this guy's gonna go out and put up nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like this guy is.
It's not the best match.
It's not gonna be.
yeah, we did.
He's gonna be under his projection.
Then we had Galladay as a downgrade last week, right?
Yeah.
I think I might have had Gallup as a downgrade last week.
Yeah, so he
downgrade, meaning like you're going to start this guy, but downgrade this guy.
Yeah, he's not going to put up one something in a touchdown. He's going to put up maybe 50-something yards, 60 yards, and might get a touchdown.
Right.
And that's what he did.
Right.
Like, he had a solid day for fantasy owners. Like, it wasn't terrible. But you want more.
Definitely one more.
Definitely, for sure. All right, y'all, man. We it's been fun. It's a lot of tension.
A lot of tension. A lot of
A lot of hostility.
All right, y'all. So y'all just keep following us, man. Like even with the stuff we were saying, y'all can go back and go in the comments and say, hey, oh, Sean said that, or CD Lamb did this. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what we want.
You know, we want y'all
we want all that.
Talk amongst us and let us know your feedback with how we're doing and what we're saying and if it's working out for y'all. So definitely shoot us DMs, comments, all that, man. And then once again, follow us on our Instagram page at The Fantasy with SJT. Once again, The Fantasy with SJT. Also follow us on our YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's Nation TV. Hit that notification bell so you get those automatic pop-ups when we post and all that stuff like that. And join us back next week for some more for week 5. So
hold on, that pop up on Sunday though. We're gonna go on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. Sunday before the game, like an hour and a half before the game, we gonna hop on here. And this is gonna be our first time, so we're gonna have a good time. We all gonna be together watching the game. This is the first time we did that this season. So yeah, join us for that, y'all. So definitely we love y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in. One love. Deuces. Y'all have a good night. And catch us on Sunday.
Don't forget to send us your fingers crossed.
Oh yeah,
who are those players?
Fingers crossed.
Who are those players that you think that you don't know, but you gotta start them and your fingers are crossed? Let us know. We want to know. Like, send us DMs, comments, anything that you guys need to know. Let us know. We got you.
All right, y'all. We out.
One love.